Hi, everybody. Drew Roberts here with Milwaukee Real Producers. Today, we have the awesome opportunity to get to know one of our preferred partners, Ian and Katie Scott from HomeTeam Inspection. Ian and Katie have been awesome partners right from the beginning of the inception of Milwaukee Real Producers all the way to last August. We're super excited just to get to know them a little bit better today, learn about their business and a little bit more about them. So, guys, really appreciate the time today.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Definitely. Well, let's jump in right away. Love to get to know a little bit more about your business and kind of the process and starting the company. So if you guys could give us a little background just on the company and yourselves, that'd be awesome.
I'll start. So we are Ian and Katie Scott with HomeTeam Inspection Service. And prior to this, I was a stay-at-home mom and Ian was a stockbroker. We were both going through divorces and we ended up finding each other and we wanted to do something together. And a lot of people wonder, like, how can you guys be together all the time and work together and everything? We absolutely love it. Never really ever get sick of each other.
On camera.
On camera,
course, yeah.
But so we ended
That's
up,
the right answer, Ian.
so we ended up starting HomeTeam together, and it was an amazing process because it allowed me to see this real business side of Ian, and there was a pretty big vetting process for who can own a home team and who can run one, and they're pretty picky. They're an amazing company, and they really loved Ian, and so they brought me in. We did a whole interview together and kind of spent the day down there getting to know each other, and we fell in love with them as a company and just kind of how they do things and how they run things, who they are as people, and we just decided that look, we're gonna do it, and we started it about 5 years ago, and been loving it ever since.
Yeah, we both always had, separate from each other, we both always had an interest in real estate and just houses in general and projects and do-it-yourself kind of things. So it was actually a pretty natural fit. Just in terms of personality, you have to be of a certain mindset to want to do this kind of thing. So it just really fit for both of us. And like Katie said, the company was fantastic. The people who run it, the culture, and everything that they do, they're very advanced and on the front end of everything, really leading. And so that was real appealing when we got started.
Definitely. And I think, obviously we've had many conversations offline just about the backing of HomeTeam in general, but I know that there's definitely some things that separate you guys and the way you go about inspections and doing your business from some other companies that are out there. So love for you to kind of talk a little bit more about your process and, why it is ideal for agents to want to work with you guys.
So one of the biggest things that HomeTeam did is really ask the realtor, what do you want to see? And the vast majority, the number one complaint with home inspections was time. You can't make any more of it. And that's really where the team concept comes in the HomeTeam. Is we always go out to the home, at least two people. If the house is bigger, we send more. It doesn't cost the client any more money. It's just how we operate. But what that does is it shrinks that inspection time down to about an hour and a half, no matter the size of the home. Your typical home inspection takes anywhere between 3 and 4. So by cutting that down, it saves everybody time. Like I said, you can't make more of it. Money. Realtors love it. Even sellers love it. They don't have to be out of their homes as long. They don't have to find somewhere to go with their pets, especially right now. And so it really does a couple of things. Shrinks that time. It opens up our capacity so we can actually process more. We're still spending good, valuable quality time with that client. We still do, actual physical walkthroughs with them, with the home. So it's not a rushed process. There's just more of us. And then the third kind of added benefit is it's just another extra set of eyes that's in there. So there is a little bit of overlap. There's probably about 30% of a home that's actually overlapped and covered twice. And so those are kind of the key areas where you typically do see problems. So it's a win-win all around.
Definitely. And I think I've talked with numerous agents that partner with you guys, and just absolutely swear by not only the way that you work with them, but also their clients, right? And I think I think the time thing is huge, but I also think that they're still getting a tremendous amount of value, like you just said. And I think that's just something that, you know, I've seen over the past year, which is crazy. It's been like a year already. Yeah. I've seen the past year, just the number of agents that are just absolutely love working with you guys. And so I think that that's a huge thing that I definitely want to point out, is just the feedback that I've gotten from so many agents saying, not only do we just love absolutely working with Ian and Katie because of who they are, but also the way that you guys go about your business and the way that you handle those inspections with their clients. Because ultimately, you know, they're making a referral, it's their name, right? Or some referral, right? We got to be careful there, but they are, you know, and I think that that's something that's just phenomenal, the way that you guys just handle business overall.
Well, and yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I think one of the things I wanted to hit on with that is that the way we look at it is that realtor and you know, in the span of that transaction, they did all the work. They put all that time and effort into that. And we come in at a very small part, and we play a big role, but it's a very small part of that whole transaction. And we want to make sure that we're taking care of them, the client, and, you know, just everybody that's a part of the transaction, you know, the best we can. Our image is so important to us, and we want to make sure that people know that when they recommend us, that we will go above and beyond for them and their clients. We've had people call us and, you know, just be like, I need it today. It has to happen. My person didn't call. We have, like, you know, I will call everybody up and be like, hey, where are you? Okay, yeah, guess what? I'm sending you over here now because they need one today. Whatever we have.
I think I've been on calls with Ian where he's like, yeah, I thought I had an afternoon, but like now we have our inspection. So that's happened at least 5 or 6 times, I know for a fact. So I definitely, I can attest to that firsthand for sure.
Yeah,
so.
Having me in the office, they don't always like it. They're just like, Katie. I'm like, but they needed it. Like, it had to happen. So
definitely.
You know, it's one of those things. I mean, it's just the way that the industry is, and that time component, you know, comes into play over and over and over again. So, you know, being able to be flexible and do some of those things. We're people pleasers in general, you know, and everybody has different circumstances. You know, sometimes they're ridiculous, like Christmas Eve inspections, but, you know, you pack those church clothes in the truck and you get clean as you can, and you head to, you know, but, you know, we really do try to, you know, remember that that's what the business is. It is a people business, and you need those connections and that flexibility.
Well, and it's a service.
Definitely.
We serve. That's what we do.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that, like I said, I'm probably harping on it a lot, but I think that's just the overall feedback consistently from the agents that you guys work with, you know, is just that's a huge part of your business, is they don't feel like they're just calling somebody to do an inspection. It's, you guys care, you're awesome at what you do, but they also understand that their clients are in good hands. And I think that's, you know, like you said, it's any service business, that's so important, and you guys just knock it out of the park in that category for sure. So
thank you.
What from a standpoint, and obviously this is hopefully very temporary, but what are some of the things that you guys have implemented to kind of overcome a little bit of the virus, the coronavirus that's been going on, and to handle different situations? What are some of those things and changes you guys have made?
You know, on the front side of things, when those calls come in for bookings and things like that, Katie takes the lion's share of that stuff. And, you know, she's real good at working with these people right from the get-go. About the only thing that we've done since that is on the front side is we're asking people to keep it to those that it's pertinent to. We still want you to be there. Like Katie says, this is one of the biggest financial decisions you're going to make. You should be there. If possible.
Sure.
If you don't want to be, that's fine. We have always, well before coronavirus, done, Skype calls afterwards, video calls, chats like this, for people who can't be there, whether it be, corporate relocations, they're out of state, they're sick, they just can't make it. So that part isn't all that new. But on the front end, we're asking that they just keep it to who's pertinent in the transaction, not to bring, crazy Uncle Joe who's, hung a roof or two in his day, or
don't bring crazy Uncle Joe anyways.
Yeah. But we're still, we still are allowing people to be there. Other than that, actually on inspection, we're treating the homes with a little bit more care, than we used to. We've always sanitized our gear. We've never used PPE. We've always brought it. We are bringing gloves. We have extra gloves for clients, things like that. Realtors, we have hand sanitizer should they want it.
We've always had these things, though. This is not new to us. So it's like when COVID came around, everyone's like, well, how did it change your life? And I keep telling Ian, like, we have to kind of like pretend like we're like the rest of the crowd. Like, oh, it's really affecting us. Like, we've always homeschooled, so that's not new. And we've always had medical grade wipes and sprays everywhere because we're home inspectors. We are in a ton of homes a month. We're always coming in contact with stuff. So we're so used to it that it didn't really feel like any difference to us, other than making sure that we were very respectful of how everybody else was handling it, because everybody handles it so differently. So, we've had, when I take a call and when somebody calls in, I let them know that their presence is not required. They don't have to show up. We encourage it. It's a big purchase. I mean, if you want to be there, definitely be there. But if you're not comfortable with it, we can certainly set something up for afterwards. And that isn't uncommon for us to do anyways, but it has been happening because of COVID. And, Ian on the phone at 10:30 at night, just talking people through the inspection, process, the report and stuff. And that's not uncommon either. Happens
sure. On the listing side, we're just, if there are any special instructions that they want us to follow, we're more than happy to do that. We have some who want us, we look like surgeons walking into the house, and others who are like, put that away, you don't need that here, So everybody's been different. There really are
Sure.
two different camps, and we're seeing that, throughout the business.
And we're kind of in whatever camp you want us to be in.
Yeah,
we're
Sure.
flexible.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, I would say one thing too, I mean, out of a lot of partners, you guys have really been very, very involved in a lot of the things that we're doing with Milwaukee Real Producers. So I would love to just hear a little bit about how you guys have utilized the platform and the things that you've been able to kind of enhance with Milwaukee Real Producers.
I would say, first of all, with that, to throw some back to you, a lot of that has to do with you. You've made it.
Totally.
You've made it very easy. I mean, from the first time that you and I spoke, it's been a easy road and a great platform to be able to immerse yourself in. Now that we've been in it, it's good to see so many of the people that we already do work with. The events that are there obviously are huge. That ability to kind of network outside of the work environment is great.
Sure.
Just making some of those, personal touches with people that you already know, and finding new people that you haven't met yet, or a lot of these people, we see their names come up on the order forms and things like that from listing sites and things like that, and it's great to be able to meet some of these people in person and say, hey, and make
He's downplaying it. Okay, let me give you my okay. What?
Katie loves the parties. Katie's a people person.
I'm a people person, but I remember
Katie does love the parties.
And he told me, he goes, I met this really cool guy, and he's got this really cool business, this really cool idea. And I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, Ian, I don't know. And he goes, no, you get it.
She had you pegged as like a high-end money mailer at the start,
Because they've been contacting us too. So we ended up meeting at Starbucks. And as soon as I met you, and I mean, we saw the time go by, it was like 3 hours. of just talking.
Yeah, we sat there for a while.
Yeah.
I think we talked about business for like 10 minutes of that whole entire meeting.
Right.
We had so much fun just getting to know you. And that is, you know, that's business. I mean, people are business. And so just having that side of it, I knew you were going to be so successful. I was like, I want in. I don't care what he's doing. I want in. Like, I want to be a part of it. And we, you know, from the beginning, we have been such big supporters because we knew how much this meant to you. We knew how, you know, we had just even done some research on the company, and just the growth of Real Producers nationally is like mind blowing when you look at it.
Yeah.
You know,
very much so.
It's just a great platform. It's a great idea. It really does help all parties involved. And, you know, we couldn't be happier with how it's gone so
But
far.
he downplays that too. When I get a call and it's from a realtor that, you know, is you know, on Real Producers and a part of it and stuff, I will fangirl a little bit. I will. I get excited. I'm like, because
I think
it's the social media arm of this operation as well.
Yeah.
I love it because it works, and because it's just, I love meeting new people. I love making new friends, and being an office person at home all day. It's really cool. And I kind of like look at Real Producers as like my way to make friends.
Well, I think too, I mean, I think you guys hit some things on the head. I mean, I do think we have, obviously, I wouldn't have gotten into this business if I didn't think it was a good platform, but I also think that the people that are the most involved, just like we talked about, are typically the ones that see kind of the most from it. And that's like a huge thing too, is like, obviously it takes a really good business, right? You guys can't just be some random business off the street. But I think that you guys have, like I said, have been really involved in that. I definitely appreciate the kind words. And I did want to touch too, I mean, I think one of the cool parts about Real Producers overall that I'm seeing is we're definitely in over 100 markets now. And so we're in the process of actually launching Green Bay and Madison. Not a lot of people know that. I don't think I even told you guys this before this. But it's just cool because I think that there's just so much more potential long-term to be able to do state events, do national events, things of that nature. And I just think that's a huge part that I think you guys also see, which is really awesome.
Well, even when we first started, I mean, I remember him coming home and telling us, like, our greatest dream as home inspectors just came true. There's a company that literally like matches you up with like the best of the best. I mean, I was like, what? I was like, really? Like, this is a real thing? Like, we were just I was so excited about it. It's such an amazing concept. I don't know how anyone would not want to be a part of it. So.
I appreciate that very much. And yeah, like I said, I think, you know, you guys obviously have constantly been there and super supportive from the beginning. So it's always awesome to have partners like you guys where I can talk to about things and get ideas. And I think that's one of the best things too, is just creating friendships, you know, throughout this, and people that I never would have met before. Right. And obviously to have a positive impact on people's business and lives, like that adds to everything. Right. Awesome. Well, I really truly appreciate you guys' time today. And I want to just give you an opportunity just to leave everybody kind of with a final word on about you guys or just the business overall.
What's that one?
I always start. That's always me. Because if I let him start, I'm going to jump in. So, I think the final thing I'd like to say is I'm so grateful for all the people that trust us as a company. You know, it's hard to put into words, and it's hard to even express that because we're on a home inspection or it's an inspection call. You can't say it at that moment really, but the gratitude we have towards the realtors that we've come to know and that, you know, we absolutely love working with. I'm just so grateful. It's been an amazing journey, and the people that we meet, they've been inspirational to us. And even when we go to, you know, the real producer parties and we get to finally talk to them and stuff and let them know how grateful we are. It's just, it's great for me to express to them how much we appreciate them. So.
Yeah, we really do. I can't say too much better than that. You know, it's been an amazing ride so far. We're excited to see what the future holds. We keep growing, and you know, this industry it changes, and we're adapting with it. And you know, this latest set of events is one of those. But you know, it's really the people in this industry, those that we've met and those that we haven't had an opportunity to meet yet. You know, we are truly grateful for the relationships that we've made, you know, ones with people like yourself, satellite vendors as well, contractors, and, you know, definitely the realtors who have trusted us with that. You know, as Katie said, it's a very small part, but it's a very important part. You know, we, you know, really truly do protect our brand. We're very cautious over it. And, you know, as much as we are of that, we understand the work that the realtor has put into that transaction, and we really respect that component even more so than ours. So we're very cautious of it and careful of it while also delivering a good product.
And we just want to say thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
We wouldn't have HomeTeam if it wasn't for.
Thank you to all those who have trusted us
and
and the kind words and the referral business. We love it. And
well, our business, I mean, we enjoy it, especially for what it is today because of Real Producers, like the people that you've gotten us in touch with, and you know, it's been great. I have friends.
Well, I appreciate that more than you guys know, and this has been it's crazy. I was talking to somebody this morning, so it's officially just over a year since I launched the business, and I didn't even realize that. But it's just been so awesome to kind of look back on this last year and say like how nervous I was to start, and just where things are going, and you know, very very grateful for friendships and partnerships, and you guys have just been awesome, and yeah, I really really appreciate everything, but definitely your time today. So
thank you.
awesome. Well, Ian, Katie, thanks again, and hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day.
You too. Thanks.
You as well. Thanks.
Bye.